Yeah, just me and God. In the dark, no spotlight, no audience, just a quiet postcard kept alive in me. And the woman I was becoming, I didn't become unstoppable in public, I became unstoppable in the dark. When nobody knew I was fighting, when the world thought I was resting, but I was wrestling with myself, trying to remember the sound of my own name after life tried to rename me broken. I became her in the quiet hour, when my confidence was a whisper, and my courage was a flicker, and my faith was a trembling hand, reaching for God in the dark, hoping He'd reach back. Every affirmation I spoke was something I had to learn alone, not because I wanted to, but because nobody else knew how heavy my silence was. I learned how to breathe again, but now with lungs, with the quiet pulse God kept alive in me. When everything else felt numb, I learned how to stand again without witnesses. I learned how to love myself without permission, and still I rose.
I became her in the sweat,
I became her in the shadows,
in the quiet, in the unseen hours.
no applause, no audience,
Just me and God,
building a woman nobody could break,
building a woman nobody could break. I became her in the shadows,
in the quiet and the unseen.
no applause, no audience. Just me and God, building a woman nobody could break, building a woman nobody could break.
People think strength is loud, but mine was a hush, a quiet storm, a slow rebuild, a soft keep going when everything in me wanted to stop. I didn't glow up in front of anybody, I grew up when nobody was looking. In the moments I had to choose myself, with no proof that choosing me would save me. In the nights I held my own heart together like shattered glass, indebted to beat again. I became disciplined when nobody was watching, I became wiser when nobody was listening, and I became softer when life tried to harden me. I became whole when nobody thought I could. And that's why I walk different now, not arrogant, not loud, just certain of the God who carried me, certain of the woman I had to become when nobody was clapping. You don't know my midnight work, you don't know my silent battles, you don't know the prayers I stitched into my own skin just to feel held. You don't know the nights I had to mother myself, the mornings I had to resurrect myself, the days I had to forgive myself for shrinking, for staying, for breaking, for bending, for believing the wrong voices. But God knew, and I knew, and that was enough. I became the woman I needed long before I became the woman they see. I became patient when my life felt rushed, I became gentle when my heart felt bruised, I became bold when fear tried to muzzle me, I became rooted when everything around me was shaking. I learned how to clap for myself in empty rooms, I learned how to celebrate small victories nobody else noticed. I learned how to trust the process, even when the process felt like punishment. I learned that becoming isn't always beautiful. Sometimes it's lonely,
Sometimes it's quiet,
sometimes it's slow burn,
and it's just a slow burn
that nobody else feels but you. But I stayed with myself, I stayed with God,
I stayed with the version of me
I hadn't met yet. didn't become unstoppable in public. I became unstoppable in the dark when nobody knew I was fighting. And now, the woman I am, she's the proof that private victories create public strength.